Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John here back again with another video, and today we're going over one of 2025's newest sneakers. Alright, so it's been a minute since I've picked up a pair of sneakers, and honestly, I really miss buying shoes. I just was holding off for a while because there just hasn't been anything out there for me. And I've been also trying to save a little bit of money. But there comes a time and point in my life when I have to buy a new pair. So as you guys can see, I picked this one up and I got this off of StockX. Basically, these sneakers are sitting in Foot Locker, in Finish Line, everywhere. But I wanted to see if I could get it for cheaper than retail price. And I was able to submit a bid for under retail, way under retail. And yeah, I got this for a pretty good price. So with that being said, let's open up the box and let me review the shoe. I'm pretty excited. I've seen these sneakers in hand before. I've even tried them on, but to own them is a different story. I'm happy to see how this is going to pan out. All right. Yes, I often don't buy things from StockX. I just don't think it's worth it to pay a bunch of fees. However, when I see a sneaker that is way under retail, I'll definitely consider it. And this is one of the few exceptions from StockX. Not that I hate StockX, it's just, they do take a long time to verify, to ship, and then to get them in hand. But at the end of the day, I feel like StockX has gotten a little bit better with verifying sneakers. So as you guys can see, we do have a brown colored box with the Nike logo. So this is from Nike. And let's open up the box. And we got the wrapping paper. And in 3, 2, 1. Sheesh! Yes, sir! As you guys can see, we do have the Nike Ava Rovers in the muslin colorway. Yep, I remember seeing these in hand last time I went to Foot Locker and I tried them on. And these look pretty good. I'm happy I finally have them in my collection. Let's go. You guys see right here with the little StockX tag. I don't love it. I feel like when people keep this on and they just rock shoes like this, it's not even like a hype sneaker. When people do that, they'll be wearing like a pair of Sambas and then they'll have the StockX tag on. I just think that's very, very phony. Please don't do that. I would recommend, if you're going to rock a pair of shoes, you don't have to show these off like they're proof of authenticity, because at the end of the day, this is really nothing. This does nothing. So for those of you guys that are unaware, this is one of Nike's newest models in 2025. And it's nothing really hype. This is something that they've just kind of released very silently, very subtly. And yeah, it's not something that sparked a ton of popularity. But when I saw these, I was very intrigued by them, actually. I liked the shape of them. I liked the color. I thought that this might be a pretty comfortable shoe all around. So I wanted to give them a try. I feel like when it comes to my sneaker collection, I do have a bunch of heaters. I do have a lot of stuff that is pretty hype on the market. But eventually, I'm gonna own pretty much all there is out there. And I kind of feel like I almost have. To buy some more calm and not as hype sneakers is something that I feel like is a necessity for me right now. And these are pretty cool. I think that they're simple. I think that they're clean. These are a really, really nice sneaker. Now, as you guys can see with the sneaker silhouette, this is kind of like a fusion between Nike lifestyle and running as well. But obviously, I think this is more of a lifestyle sneaker. You could probably do some athletic movement in this sneaker, but it's not something that I recommend going running in. So yeah, when I saw this sneaker first released earlier in 2025, I also was one that probably did not like how this sneaker looked. I was like, why does it look so weird, especially this whole like pixelated area here? It's just kind of throwing me off. But then I kind of got used to it and I was starting to see more and more of it. And I was like, I feel like it looks weird, it looks odd, but for like a good reason. And I started to kind of grow on it. Eventually, I decided that I did want to pick these up, but not for a retail price of $140, which is what they go for. I feel like $140 for these are a lot of money, and especially when Nike goes on sale so often, you could definitely get these for a cheaper price. Places like Foot Locker and Finish Line often have their take 25% off. And I feel like if you guys used that discount towards this, you could probably narrow the sneaker down to maybe like what, 110, 115. I got my pair for about 110 on StockX after shipping. So definitely it was worth it. I think that I got a pretty good deal. I literally paid probably maybe 30 or 40 bucks cheaper than what they would go for if I bought them online. And the sneaker also reminds me of just like a Fear of God colorway. I feel like Jerry Lorenzo loves to use the whole cream midsole and the black upper so often. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, this definitely looks like a Fear of God sneaker. I feel like this is almost like an unbranded version of a Fear of God. Now, this sneaker kind of reminds me of a mix between the Nike Roshe Run and the Nike React Element 87. So I feel like it's somewhere in that middle, because you obviously have a white or cream midsole with a black upper. Kind of gives off that Roshe Run vibe, but at the same time it also gives off this lifestyle running aesthetic, which is pretty much what a lot of Nike React sneakers do. I feel like this would be a great sneaker to wear to the gym or for any training purposes. Yeah, it seems like a very comfortable sneaker. The last time I tried this on at Foot Locker, I definitely was happy about it. Now, to describe it, it's not so much of a plushy or soft feeling. This is not like a very soft pair of sneakers where it feels like you're walking on a pair of clouds, but more so I feel like this gives off a very stability feel to it. I feel like these are comfortable in the sense where I feel very stable in them. So when they're on my feet, I feel secure. I feel close to the ground and I don't feel like I'm wobbling all over the place, which would sometimes be the feeling of a very soft and pillowy sneaker. Sometimes it's not the best feeling to have on your feet. So this sneaker is a great option for those of you guys who want to feel secure to the ground. So if you're flat-footed and you want to feel close to the floor, this is a great shoe for you. Not one where you're kind of like tripping all over the place or sinking into the ground. This one is very, very good for, I think, even like recovery purposes as well. Yup, I'm trying them on right now and these are comfy. Yeah, these sneakers are not snug, which is something that I appreciate about them, but they're also supportive. It's a very good shoe for support. I honestly don't know why not enough people are talking about this sneaker. Maybe it's because sneakers are not so popular these days, but I feel like the Nike Ava Rovers are definitely an underrated sneaker for 2025. This is probably going to be on my top 10 best sneakers of 2025 for December. Honestly, I feel like not a lot of people are gonna add this on their list. People are just missing out on a sneaker this cool. But after talking about why I decided to get the sneaker, let's take a closer look into the shoe itself. So starting with the upper, we do have a black nylon construction throughout. This is actually a very nice feel to it. I feel like it's light, yet it's not so flimsy. And I would say overall, it's something that will make your feet feel secure and supportive. Now on the toe box area, we do have some perforation holes, which is on a nubuck construction as well, that kind of splits between all the nylon. Moving over to the outer profile of the sneaker, we do have this embroidered swoosh, which I think looks very, very cool. But as you move over to the inner of the sneaker, by the ankle area, we do have that embroidered swoosh once again, but it's a little smaller this time. Now I just love these little hints of branding, very, very cool. But then as we go over to the tongue area, we have some perforation holes throughout, but I would say overall this tongue is very, very plush. And then as we look at the tongue, we do have a nubuck construction, and there's a lot of cushioning here. It's pretty plush, pretty squishy right here. If you guys can see, there's a lot of padding right here, which I guess makes the shoe very comfortable as well. And then throughout the tongue, we see a lot of perforation holes running throughout, which I guess makes the sneaker a little more breathable. I think one thing that's pretty cool about the tongue area is that even though these are not necessarily the eye stays, that we have some embroidered rectangles here throughout each panel of the laces. I feel like this is a pretty nice detail and complement to the laces of the shoe. And then as we move down towards the upper of the sneaker, we have this rubber pixelated aesthetic. I don't exactly know what it is, but I think it's pretty cool. Here it's in this kind of cream color once again, and it just runs throughout. It almost looks like a skull, like a skeleton-ish feel to it. But if you look very close, it's very blurry and pixely, I guess that's the word. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. If you guys know what this is, let me know in the comments down below. I'm very interested in learning more about this shoe. Now, if you look at the sneaker from a distance, it kind of just looks like a white streak running throughout. But obviously, when you take a closer look to it, there are more details with a little more like rectangle-y textures to it, I guess. Now we see this on the inner profile of the sneaker as well, which pretty much is the highlight of the sneaker, I would say. And now as we move over to the back of the sneaker, I actually didn't notice this the first time I picked up the shoe, but we have an olive green heel tab. Now I thought the sneaker would be all black, but I like how the sneaker has a little green hint to it. I feel like it just gives it a little bit of pop of color. Now even the back part of the sneaker is very plush and soft. And if we look at the inner lining of the sneaker, this is all kind of just suede. And it's very soft and very plushy. There's a lot of padding throughout. And again, this makes the sneaker very, very comfy. And I'm gonna like wearing these a lot. Now moving over to the midsole of the sneaker, this time we have a cream colored midsole, and it's in this very weird and peculiar texture. Now it almost looks like there's a bunch of layers being stacked on top of each other, which I guess is meant to be the kind of foam that is made out of this shoe. Now it also has a bunch of ridges as well. I think that's very cool. It just makes the sneaker look very weird, yet very, very intriguing. Now moving over to the inner profile, we pretty much have the same thing, but this time on the back top, we do have the Nike React X branding that is written. As you guys can see, this whole entire midsole is made with React technology. I would describe it as like a cushiony, rubberish feel. Now moving over to the insoles of the sneaker, we do have a cream colored insole. This is pretty much identical to the midsoles of the rest of the sneaker. But this time on the back, we do have this orange lining right here. Now towards the latter half of the insole, we do have first off the Nike swoosh. And then there are 4 diamonds. I actually don't know what this kind of branding is for. I feel like it might have something to do with Nike React technology, but I'm not entirely sure. And again, if you guys know where this branding comes from, let me know in the comments down below. Overall, this insole is pretty plush as well. Not the most padded, which I'm kind of surprised. I feel like a lot of comfort does come from the inner lining of the shoe. But yeah, still, this is great nonetheless. And then finally, moving over to the outsole of the sneaker, we do have our rubber cream traction patterning for the Ava Rovers. It is very interesting actually. We do have a lot of rectangles and the grip on this is pretty strong. I could literally feel how tough it is. Towards the back end of our outsole, we do have the Nike swoosh in black, which is also a nice detail. In terms of sizing, I would say that this sneaker goes true to size, but that's personally because I just don't like sneakers when they're so snug on my feet. I feel like this is just right. It's very secure and safe. If you guys like a really snug sneaker, maybe go half a size down. But for me, I'm a size 10 and these fit just great. I feel like this is gonna be a great sneaker to wear for athletic purposes, but just also on the daily for comfort and support. This is a really cool sneaker and I'm happy that these came out in 2025. I feel like it was definitely a sneaker I wasn't expect to buy this year. I do recommend picking a pair up if you guys are on the fence about it. They're pretty cool. And if you guys could get them on sale, hopefully in the future, they'll probably have a lot of markdowns. Maybe they'll be at the outlets one day. But yeah, I can even imagine these being for like maybe 70, 80 bucks that you can get a sweet deal on these for. But there we have it. These are the Nike Ava Rovers in the muslin colorway. There are a ton of other colorways too, but I just feel like this is the OG and the nicest color of them all. Some of them just don't quite do it for me. I don't know. But yep, that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. Now I'll hear from you guys. What do you guys think of the Nike Ava Rovers? Do you like them? Do you think that they are very interesting? Or do you think that they're ugly? You can be honest with me. I want to hear your comments in the comment section down below. And as always, if you guys liked my video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button because more will be on the way. Again, these are the Nike Ava Rovers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!